They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Utes will kick it away first. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So the UCF Knights offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Snares it outside, it's Robinson. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy. And
breaks into the open. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback empties his backfield. Jones to throw. He's going for it all. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the...
Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying?
Well, we got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Hilton. Trying to set up the screen. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to change this route. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hilton. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And now they've lost the ball here. And they scoop it up in the end zone.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running into the open space. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Gonna take a shot. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Utes. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You've got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Going for it all. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Utah.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The quick out. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Hilton. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Knights want to move quickly. Snap from the gun on third down. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Utah!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Under fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And here's the third interception of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Direct snap. Pressure coming. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Utes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Cincinnati. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They boot it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. He now has 53 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll toss it to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Kruger. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Rushes on him. It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. To throw, it's Hilton. Hauls it in. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Utah! He would not be denied.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field choice. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hilton. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second. Season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd.
Give them credit too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The kick is on its way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was
going to let it fly. Catch inside the 25.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Knights decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that first.
Oh, he's got. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
He'll set up to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bankston. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He